Chevrolet finally unveils its secret weapon in the electric vehicle market. Chevrolet is now preparing to take a huge chunk of the electric vehicle market by introducing the Equinox EV in 2024 in the rapidly developing market for electric crossovers. However, the Chevrolet Equinox is estimated to go on sale in the fall of 2023, a few months after the larger and more athletic Blazer EV. What features can we expect from this compact SUV, and how much is it estimated to cost? This car brings a tone of innovation, future tech features, and even more. Stay tuned and let's get right onto the car's exterior design. The exterior. Instead of merely replacing the internal combustion engine and transmission found in the body of the present Equinox and labeling it as an electric vehicle, Chevrolet has given the electric version of the crossover its distinct appearance. Among these is a full-width LED light bar in front of the vehicle, which successfully conceals the headlight clusters within a black border designed to look like a grille. The appearance of a floating roof is created by a band that runs down the window line and across the C-pillar of the structure. The full-span taillights are designed to resemble the headlights in the front of the vehicle. With the help of proximity sensing technology, the lights will display several different animations when you get close to the vehicle. When you exit the vehicle, the lights and other features, such as the optional electronic tailgate, will automatically open themselves. There are distinct visual differences between the various trim levels, with the RS having the most outstanding appearance. Wheel diameters change according to the trim level, with 19 inches wheels standard on the 1LT and 2LT, while 21 inches are standard on the 3LT and 3RS. The Chevrolet Equinox EV comes with a sunroof that further enhances the already appealing appearance of the vehicle. There will be many color possibilities for the Chevrolet Equinox EV, like Summit White, Black, Sterling Grey Metallic, Red Hot, and Galaxy Grey Metallic. The cost of each of these colors is included in the price of the vehicle. The dimensions of the Chevrolet Equinox. Although it shares its name with the gasoline model, the Equinox EV is significantly larger than the gasoline model it replaces because it is constructed on the Ultium platform. Chevrolet informed the media before the unveiling of the vehicle that the overall length of the vehicle was around 7 inches longer and that the wheelbase was approximately 9 inches longer. However, neither of these statistics has been confirmed. According to these measurements, the Chevrolet Equinox EV has a length of roughly 190 inches, a wheelbase roughly 116 inches, a width of approximately 75 inches, and a height of around 64 inches. Although we do not yet have information regarding its curb weight, we believe that front-wheel drive models will weigh approximately 4,200 pounds. The interior. Because Chevrolet was kind enough to include an image of the 1LT trim level in the press release, we can take a peek inside the Equinox EV. The front half of the cabin has a lot of chrome and looks like a less flashy Blazer EV than the back half does. It is quite attractive. Standard features include air vents in the bookends of the dashboard that are designed to look like cool turbines, a steering wheel that is devoid of controls that are not necessary, 2 digital displays, and, most importantly, a physical volume knob and physical controls for the air conditioning system. Even though there appears to be an abundance of hard plastics, the interior looks classier than one might expect for a base model, thanks to details such as contrast color seat stitching and diamond embellishments on the dashboard trim. This is because the interior was designed with attention to detail in mind. Higher quality materials can be found inside the higher trim levels. The blue, beige, and brown coating shown on the 3LT is an example of something that goes well with the leather seats and the soft touch door inserts. The RS variants are marketed as a sportier option with a blacked out interior and red accents. However, they do not actually offer any performance enhancements. There is currently not much information regarding the interior of the Equinox EV. However, most compact crossovers come with ample legroom both in the front and the back, so we anticipate that the same will be true with this SUV. Chevy asserts that the Equinox EV has a cargo capacity of 57 cubic feet when all of the seats in the back are collapsed into the floor. However, the Toyota RAV4 has a more market-competitive cargo capacity of 69.8 cubic feet when all of its rear seats are folded flat. The Equinox EV features a digital instrument panel in front of the driver and a touchscreen in the middle of the dashboard. Both displays are 11 inches in size and come standard in the 1LT model. The 3LT and 3RS come standard with a 17.7 inches touchscreen, while the 2LT and the 2RS offer an option package that contains the same type of touchscreen. A hands-free tailgate, a high-end Bose sound system, air conditioning for the front seats, and heating for the back seats are just some of the optional features that can be added to your purchase. Every model comes standard with a variety of helpful safety features, including blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning with automatic braking, rear parking sensors with automatic braking, and a helpful safety alert seat which buzzes your bum when a safety system is engaged, sparing you an unpleasant gaze from other passengers. We also have adaptive cruise control, a camera that can capture 360 degrees, a heads-up display, and a digital rear-view mirror as additional options. However, the fact that the Equinox EV comes standard with General Motors' Super Cruise system is a big selling point for the vehicle. With the help of the optional Super Cruise technology, which comes standard on all models other than the 1LT, you won't need to use your hands the whole way to steer while traveling on roadways in the United States and Canada. By the time the Equinox EV launches, Super Cruise will have expanded to over 400,000 miles of coverage. The fact that one of the most cutting-edge automatic driving systems is now accessible on a common car has many quite excited. Range and power. The entry-level 1LT model of the Chevrolet Equinox comes with front-wheel drive, 210 horsepower, 242 pound-feet of torque, and an estimated range of 250 miles. In the all-wheel drive version, an additional motor brings the total output up to 290 horsepower and 346 pound-feet of torque. Although the Ford Mustang Mach-E has at least 56 more horsepower than the Chevrolet Equinox EV, it is likely to cost significantly more than the EV's base model. When using DC fast charging stations that provide up to 150 kilowatts of power, the Equinox EV can increase its range by 70 miles in less than 10 minutes, making it one of the most efficient electric vehicles on the market. While the standard 11.5 kilowatt level 2 charging will add 34 miles for every hour the vehicle is plugged in, and the top-of-the-line 3RS can be upgraded to 19.2 kilowatt capabilities, increasing the speed to 51 miles per hour. Release date. When can we anticipate seeing the electric version of the Chevrolet Equinox? Although compact crossovers are very lucrative for electric vehicle manufacturers, Chevrolet is in no rush to enter this market segment. The launch of the Chevrolet Equinox EV is slated to take place in the autumn of 2023, and the special edition 2RS trim level will be presented to the public first. The remaining models will come after. However, you won't be able to buy them until the 2024 model year because they won't be released until then. Price and competition. The pricing of the 2024 Chevrolet Equinox EV will be a determining factor in the company's ability to break into a market segment that is saturated with capable rivals. To stay competitive with other manufacturers of small electric vehicles, Chevrolet aims for a low base price of approximately $30,000. However, the price tag of higher trim levels can get as high as $45,000. The Equinox electric vehicle will be produced in the Ramos Arizpe plant in Mexico, which is owned and operated by GM. As a result, the new Inflation Reduction Act passed in the United States will provide a federal tax credit of up to $7,500 for the purchase of an Equinox EV. This will result in a further reduction in the price of the vehicle. However, there are several automobiles on the market that compete with the Chevrolet Equinox EV, including the Kia EV6, the Nissan Ariya, and the Ford Mustang Mach-E. That's all from this video. What do you think about the Chevrolet Equinox EV? See you in the next one.